Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy. No, I'm kidding. Guys, I want to make this case study because a lot of people, when I say trade the trend, just trade the trend, man. Damn. Or you're going to get wrecked like me, even though I traded the second stage of distribution on EU. I still got my ass wrecked. Why did I get my ass wrecked? Because we had reached the draw on liquidity on EU, but we had not yet reached that on DXY. So I was thinking like, okay, we might sweep one more time because what do I always tell y'all? The market either turns on a break a pattern or on a failure swing pattern. Make this same size. So the market either turns in this or in this. Now, was this a high probability trade? No. I'm going to go over it right now. Why not? Let me remove this fluff. So right now in the weekly range, we are coming off premium. I'm anticipating price to come right here, but time and price has to align. And right now, only price was aligning because we have NFP week. And what do we know about NFP week? That it will chop a lot of people up and then on NFP finally make the delivery. So I have that already. That NFP week will wreck me. Second of all, we have a H1 change in state of delivery. First stage. And the second stage happened right here. We took the liquidity and then I was extremely greedy. I went onto the pairs such as GBP USD. I was like, did this reach back then or had it not reached that high? Tuesday, 12th of June. I gotta check something, guys. 12th of June. The high on, okay, so it had not yet reached this round liquidity. And on DXY, we had not yet reached the draw on liquidity either. As you guys can see. So I was thinking, okay, if EU took this high, I'm expecting GU and DXY to also take their respective liquidity pools. But once you reach a higher time frame objective, the odds are lower probability. Then once I went into the trade, where was it? This one, this unicorn right here. I had the chance to exit at 2 standard deviations. So I know it's low probability conditions. And I know, like I wrote in the PDF, if it's low probability conditions, take your profits at 2 RR always. And I guess I agree. I want these highs gone. What happened? It reversed. And this would have been a free win based on my model, which is extremely unfortunate, but it happens. Now, after that, then we recoup, right? We're gonna reanalyze price. And then I'm gonna do it on DXY. But now you guys seen the bigger picture. We are in, and also I forgot to mention this. That long I took. I'm just go back to EU so it's easier. So let's take the ranges. I'm going to check the H4 range, right? The high, low. And we never close under here. So this is the high, this is low. Now this is our range. And look how high up in premium we were. Now shorting in discount on the H4 is okay. Like you can literally see the precision. Now shorting in discount is okay, but it was a second stage. It was counter trend, okay, but it was a second stage, and that's my favorite setup to trade. So it was worth the risk for me, but at the end of the day, it was low probability conditions. It melted my brain. Like this month, week, this beginning of the week melted my mental capital. It's actually insane. So we are already right here in premium prices. and we took the liquidity, and I'm still longing. So high time frame objective has been met, but not on DXY and GU, hence why I took it. We are in premium, the probabilities are lower. So, and this is also how you can have dynamic risk in your trades, because let's say you are trading pro trend, like this trade, for example, right here, or after we get this change in state of delivery, this trade right here, we are still in the H4 range. Is premium. Why? Because once we have a sweep into displacement, this becomes our new premium. Why? Because this is a breaker pattern. We ignore this price action right here. Why? Because they're strap traders. So this becomes our new premium. Are we still in premium prices? Yes. Like, look at this. This high to this, like, those are beautiful premium prices. But then the probabilities of shorting is amazing. And then those days you can look to be more aggressive, etc. But until you master that, just unicorn, 1% risk, and then analyze the trades and then figure out when it's high probability. Now, actually, I want to get this video out before the 8:30 news or 8:15. Let me check real quick. Yeah, this doesn't look nice at all. So when we go back to DXY, what are we? In this H4 range. Why is this the H4 range? Because we break this, and this is the range. This is the range. Are we in discount, or are we in premium, or are we in discount? We are in discount. So shorting smart? No. What is our higher time frame trend been for the last 26 days? Has this been bullish or bearish? It has been bullish. So right now, what you want to do is wait till price reaches discount arrays. What is the first discount array we can see? We see this swing low. Yeah, it's swing low on a lower time frame, but let's just say low right now. We see this weekly low. We see this weekly fair value gap. So what do you do right now? You wait for price to reach these levels, deliver a change in the state of delivery on the lower time frame, and then you validate your idea again on a lower time frame. So this trade right here was a very good trade. Why? Because we are in cheap discounted prices. We had SMT on the highs. This, like, you can long here, but not after we reach, well, obviously when you are pro trend, you can long here, but the probabilities lessen, but you can. So right now, if we were to short in discount, in counter trend, when we have NFP week, so NFP will probably make the move, so we will probably manipulate or have some extended accumulation until then, and then fly, or NFP brings us another seek and destroy candle. Then the next week on CPI, we get finally a sweep, and then we make the move. What do you think is more likely? That you're going to get a clean move right here, or that NFP and CPI is going to wreck everyone, and then the second half of the month, they don't have equity. Why? Because they just wasted all their equity right here. And more importantly, their mental capital, because now they are insecure to trade. I've been there, guys. That's why I know how it is. So this is why right now, I'll keep this short. It's 9 minutes. Little case study. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting price to just chop around people, and then once we reach some proper discount arrays, we will see hopefully a change in state of delivery, or we will see longer accumulation for 10 CPI, because CPI is a week after, and the week after's economic calendar, it is not looking bright. And look, you guys look 1 week ahead. I'm already looking 2 weeks ahead. Like, I already saw this calendar. Like, look at that. Like, Tuesday, only trading day probably. CPI, I'm out, and that's on Thursday. So we might see extended consolidation, CPI manipulation, PPI distribution, for example. Like, it will be a bloodbath, or whatever you call it. And if it isn't, then so be it. Then it's the first time that CPI week with no news until CPI would have delivered in my statistics. And that's why you keep your data. That's why we wait until this monthly manipulation ends, because right now, let's see, 1st of July. Actually, I have this indicator. Shout out Joker. quoted indicator that I saw on his thingy, on his charts. Now, this is the monthly open. Manipulate, change in the state of delivery, distribute. Now, what do you want to trade? This or this? Yes, it's that easy, right? Trading can be that. Now, let me make this a bit better. Open, and then wait, excuse me. Let me make this better. We open right here. Open. I don't know. Trap people in right here. Go down. Something like this. Change the state of delivery. And then distribute to Narnia. And then you're going to be so happy. Woohoo! We can finally trade with the trend. Yeah, finally. If you just was patient in this price action. But everyone loses their mind here. And it's the same on every candle. Like these candles anatomy or whatever you call it. It's all like all these candles are literally this. It's literally the same on every time frame. This is a candle. And you want to trade. If we are bearish, you want to trade this until we reach a high time frame liquidity pool. And if we are bullish, you want to trade this after I say this. So the expansion. This is that simple. So please, guys, let's see what the market delivers. I want to see price. Like this is how you validate order flow. You wait for price to tap into discount levels, and then you look. If we are bullish, by the way, you wait for price to tap into discount levels with a multitude of time frame analysis, and then you wait for a change in the state of delivery. Honor, what is my change of state in delivery? It is if we have a fair value gap right here and we displace through it, leaving a breaker, or it does not have to be a fair value gap. It just needs to be a high inside of a previous range. So we break this. So this is the new range. Then we have the last high. You go through it. This is my change in the state of delivery. It is that simple. Why? Because once we break this is the new range. So then when we break through that, I want to see a retest of that point and then continuation. Now that is it. I'm out for today, so you guys know. I don't know I don't care what happens. Like as I said, are these levels I want to transact in discount levels? Or do I want to sell in discount? No, that's retarded. You are a retard if you sell in the daily discount range. It doesn't make any sense. You wait for price to tip its hand and then you follow it. That's it. Now, don't get me wrong. You can trade the lower time frames. You can have lower time frame ranges with premiums and discounts, but I trade the daily expansion candle. And what did I tell y'all about the left side of the curve? It is a low resistance liquidity generating run. And we can already see that it's low key. Actually, it's not the low resistance liquidity run, but these liquidity pools all look beautiful. Now that's it, boys. Don't waste your mental capital. Don't be a retard. Don't be a retard like me after price reaches its... Wait, let me check. You reached that, right? I'm gonna revert this. My brain is derping. Yep, EU reached... Okay, I was speaking out of it. I needed to say this. Yep, EU reached this, but DXY didn't. So we are... that stutter is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit that out. So we already reached this this manipulation. We already have done this manipulation into the key level, into the key discount area, and we had a change in the state of delivery. Then we had a bullish move up, but you guys know that was SMT. It's unfortunate. Like that's are the probabilities of the market, so you cannot do anything about it. We already reached this. After we reached this and trapped everyone, I should have been out because what happened? Price did not deliver. Like when it doesn't deliver, let me check. Where did I enter on London this day? Tuesday. Where did I enter, man? Here. Look at this. It didn't even deliver anything nearly. You see? Oh, never mind. That was so close. I don't know why, but it looked like it didn't reach it at all. That was so close. So disgusting. But if you just took profits on two RR, I didn't reach 2 RR here, unfortunately, or time-based profits, you would have been happy. So I hope this video helped y'all. Peace.